What is up, everyone? It's Kanan,
It's Jessie.
and we're the Geeky Sane couple, and welcome to another reaction of RWBY Fairy Tales. This is episode 5, The Girl in the Tower. I believe, if I remember correctly, this is the next to last episode, and this one is going to be interesting because we already know that technically this isn't a fairy tale. It technically actually happened thanks to what we learned in Volume 6. So yes, this is pretty much the tale of Salem. I'm hoping though that we get some childhood of Salem. I don't think they would in 5 minutes and 33 seconds just retell what we learned in Volume 6. I'm pretty sure this will be more
A little bit different.
yeah, like I don't think we'll see what happened after Ozma rescued her. I think we'll just see what led up to that, probably. So yeah, like I said, like we said in past ones, like these are meant to be seen as fairy tales that didn't, they may not have happened how the fairy tale was told,
But they're obviously based off of something that did happen.
yes, but this one is different. It's kind of like the Four Seasons with the Four Maidens. This one technically is reality that happened in the past that is passed down as a fairy tale. So, yeah, okay. Well, let's see how this goes.
A long, long time ago, a beautiful girl was locked in a tower by her cruel father.
Okay, this we know. And it's the Emerald City. That's exactly what it looks like in a way.
But when her mother died in childbirth, it devastated him.
Okay, we didn't know that. We didn't know her mother died in childbirth. Damn.
He vowed he would never lose his daughter. So he locked her away.
So that's...
Mother, why won't you let me leave this tower?
Aw, little Salem.
My darling, you are my most precious possession.
Aw.
I am protecting you from everything outside that could harm you.
More little Salem.
But I'll be careful. I promise.
This was your mother's favorite tower.
Okay, so with how it was told in Volume 6, I guess a lot of us just assumed that Salem's father was mean to her. That's why he kept her in the tower. But now we learned it's just because
He became
overprotective father.
Yeah, he became overprotective and didn't want to lose all that he had left.
Yeah, to the point to where it drove him to pretty much not treat his child, but she pretty much became his prisoner in a way. Also, I noticed this symbol right here. Does it? You're better with the symbols than me. Does that look like Jean's
Yes.
symbol?
But it has something added. But yes,
The theorists of John being related to Salem somehow is going to go out the roof over after this. Okay, that's good.
She
And
loved gazing out
he had
this
said that this
very
was her
window.
mother's favorite tower.
Why would you want to leave it?
Ah,
I
wow.
just wish I knew what life was like outside this room.
Sense
That'd be the
not
best
go
gift
out
for
into
you
the
right there.
world.
Stack full of...
Perhaps these will bring the world to you.
Okay, so Salem liked to read. I guess... Wow. She almost puts Blake to shame.
Books. What a marvelous place. Tomorrow I'll be 16, and I have never even stepped outside.
Uh-oh.
Huh.
Wow, all that stuff.
Thank you, dearest father, for these wonderful gifts.
Anything for my daughter on her 16th birthday.
Except for freedom.
There is one thing I still desire.
What is that, my darling?
Pen and paper. That is all. I have read every book in this castle, and now there are none left. I would like to write my own stories.
Okay.
It shall be yours. I hope you will read these stories to me.
Of course, Father. Once, there lived a beautiful maiden, locked in a high tower by her cruel Lord Father.
Did she write her own fairy tale?
Longed to experience the world outside, but she was his prisoner. If only some brave, strong
No
warrior
way.
could defeat the evil lord and free her at last, they would marry, inherit all of her father's riches, and live
No
happily
way.
ever after.
You gotta be kidding me.
The story of the girl's tragic circumstances spread far and wide. And then the
Wow,
Lord's
she
worst
manipulated
nightmare came true.
the whole thing.
One warrior after another arrived to challenge his might, steal the girl
Instant
away
death.
from him. Many tried, and just as many fell to the Lord's powerful evil magic. Until
All
one
these
day,
people she sent to
a
their
brave new
deaths.
challenger came.
Of course.
This hero, armed with his own powerful magic, at last defeated the cruel Lord.
Kind of building yourself up a lot there, aren't you, Ospen? This is wild.
You have rescued me from this castle, the girl said. So now it is yours. I only came to right a terrible wrong, the hero said. You rescued yourself. Where shall we go now? Wherever you like.
Yep. Oh, boy.
You are the one who has yet to see the world.
And now she wants to
And here
destroy
we
it.
are at the end. This fairy tale is unique on Remnant, in that the protagonist writes her own story and her own ending.
That gave me
Storytellers
goosebumps.
hold great power over their audiences. The girl in the tower used her power and led many warriors to their deaths. We must read with some
Oh,
skepticism
are we going to see Ospen himself?
and decide the truth for ourselves. Because in real life, there is no happily ever after.
Oh, okay, that's a lot to unpack. Okay, so like we've both been saying, you know, these are fairy tales. They are supposed to be seen as fairy tales, but this one is very unique in that we know it actually happened because it's not like Jen was going to show Ruby and them a made up tale. She showed them what actually happened, and so this is
We pretty much saw everything that happened after she was old enough and after she obviously sent out to manipulate, which would send out the story to what others would believe that he's this evil person, when really, no, he was just very, very lonely, overprotective father that didn't want anything to happen to her.
So it's weird. We're kind of like, even before Salem went through the heartbreak of losing Ozma and like the gods not helping her, you know, and her getting twisted and turning into what she is now, we see that even before then,
she grew to be manipulative in one way or another.
And it's like Osmond said there, that she led many people to their deaths on false information. And
where she could have sent out a message saying something else.
Come prove yourself to my father and I'll give you, I don't know, maybe not give you my hand, but I don't know, like,
something along the lines that he wasn't this evil person.
Yeah,
trapping her in a tower.
Don't come kill my father just so I can leave. But then again, what her father was doing wasn't technically right either. He was literally keeping her prisoner, even though it wasn't malicious in nature. But she not only manipulated these people to come help her, which led to many of them dying, but she also manipulated her father in giving her the means to do that. So, at the end, like, I always felt like Salem was a tragic character in a lot of ways, but that doesn't make what she's done right. But she's just...
She even, in a way, and obviously the way Oz had said things the way he did, he knows he was manipulated too.
Yeah.
Knowing the true, finding out the true story, but then, back then, when he had gotten the message, like the note, seeing that and, you know, rescuing her, thinking that she needed this, but really, she made a lot of things up.
And it's funny with Ospen...
Which kind of feeds into how her story to begin with, like, all the way up to now.
Well, it's funny how Ospen would be the one, you know, for us to see at the end. Like, you know, at first you might want to think that since he experienced Salem's story for most of it, that maybe it was Ospen who came up with the fairy tale. But how would he have known the prior history, you know? So who supplied the information of her sending out the information herself?
It's Ospen.
Well, yeah. I mean, Salem might have told him herself. We just don't know.
Yeah, she may have told him, or, you know, just being what we know of him, you know, so far, he may have found ways to research and understand what really happened.
Yeah.
And because think of all the years and all the different people he's gone through to get to where he was when he was at Beacon. He could have spent those times in between trying to figure out where it all started, because something didn't add up. Because he was smart, you know, to think of the things that he did. So,
and it's also funny that there at the end it's showing Ospen, and like we don't see his eyes. Like he's got that. I think they did this on purpose. It gave him kind of a gloomy look. You know, especially him talking about, you know, in real life, there is no happily ever after, which is kind of funny because that's exactly what Yang says to Salem in Volume 8, you know, not everyone gets a happy ever after, but it kind of strikes home with it being Oz
himself,
because of what
he lived through that and knew it.
Yeah. So this one hit different. This one hits different a lot just because, you know, knowing Salem's story, it's like, yeah, this is not really a fairy tale. This is actually what happened. This is part of Salem's story. So,
and it's obvious that there's many different versions of this story. Obviously, like the one that Jin told.
Yeah.
Which, obviously, you know, a lot of that, it came from what Salem let out.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, because Jen didn't talk any about the childhood or anything like that. So
she told what she knew.
Yeah.
Which would have been what Salem made sure people knew. Which obviously Salem wasn't going to let anybody know that she manipulated people to come and break her out.
Yeah, which it's just wild. It just seems like even though Salem wasn't evil at first, she still had like a mean streak in a way.
That she... kind of like, it kind of relates to how we said with Cinder.
Mm-hmm.
There's that mean streak that they chose to act on versus doing the opposite of the right thing, which Salem has the same thing, which you can see the connection there of how she decided to pretty much take Cinder in.
Yeah. So yeah, if any of these stories you want to take as far as being legit what happened in the past in Remnant, this one I think
is the closest.
The next one, like, I don't know how much of truth the Shallow Sea is as far as how the faunas were created.
I think there is at least some truth to that. Like
the Grimm Child also, I'm not sure, but like the Hunter's Children, you know, that being like the basis of the four-person teams. So all of them's got some truth to them, but this one is the most. This one is almost like it borders the line of fairy tale and fact. But yeah, so we got one more after this one, and then hopefully we get some more RWBY news soon after that, because then we're like, what do we do now? But hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, click that like button. Hopefully this goes up on time. The Mario Kart between me and her will hopefully be up Tuesday, and there'll be another video up on Wednesday. So 3 videos for 3 days in a row for you guys. And as always, guys, this is Kanan.
This is Jessie.
Me.
You've got to be kidding.
I got tongue-tied. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. As always, guys, this is Kanan.
This is Jessie.
We love you all very, very much. Stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.